went live on YouTube, so it should pop up. I sent you the link, right?
Yes.
Okay.
About to hop
TikTok bugging, gang. They bugging. They mad as hell, boy. That's part of my theory. They mad as
in.
they mad as fuck. They fucking hate me, bro, and they can't touch me. That shit funny as hell.
Nah, it's just wild.
You can tell. You can always tell when the devil get agitated. You can always tell, bro.
Oh yeah, all that. All that. All right. I'm hopping in now. Remember to change the view.
Yeah, it's in it's already like that. I got you. It's in the vertical. Um, my joint say D older. Hold on, let me change my joint to queen. All right, bet. All right, y'all. We about to get started. All right, cool. I
All
got
right,
you.
you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
All
Just
right,
got you up.
cool.
All right, y'all. So basically, what came out right before we got on live was that Judge Torres denied the ruling. I'm gonna pull it up right now. So Judge Torres denied Ripple and SEC's joint motion for an indicative ruling. So I'm gonna just read the first part of it. It just says that the plaintiff, the Securities and Exchange Commission, and defendant Ripple Labs asked the court to state that it would dissolve the court's permanent injunction ordering Ripple to obey the law and cut the monetary penalty imposed against Ripple by more than half. The request is denied. So
Mental fatigue, fam. Mental fatigue.
let me tell y'all why it's bullshit. They had until August 15th. They came out on June 26th and denied it just to mind fuck y'all. They want y'all to give up. They want y'all to be like, this is too much. Fuck this. This is a crazy case. Like literally, they're trying to mind fuck the hell out of y'all. Like literally, like
Oh,
and
good.
this is just my theory, bro. Like, and I feel like I'm probably partially correct. I think it's too many regular, degular 9 to 5 people that hold like an excessive amount of XRP. And when I say excessive, I'm talking about all the people who hold more than 25K tokens or more. I think that it's too many regular people. So y'all got to remember, like, if y'all really have studied the tech and y'all really done looked at whiteboards and really understand Ripple's technology, really understand XRP and its use case, then you will understand why regular people that are holding 50,000 plus 50,000 50K plus XRP is a problem. Like
Mm,
seriously.
mm.
So you got to think. So to them, it's like, oh shit, it's way too many regular people. Which to them it could literally be maybe 15 to 20 people, and that's a lot to them because that's like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? That's too many potential billionaires and trillionaires to come out of this in the next 5 to 10 years, and that's how they looking at it. So I think that they was expecting people who've been holding since 2016 to sell when XRP went to 270, and they didn't sell. And I think that that's the holdup because I think it's just like, oh shit, it's too many good people holding too many tokens. Like it can't be this many regular people that work 9 to 5s holding this amount, and now they're gonna become billionaires and trillionaires in the next 5 to 10 years. And I think that that's really maybe before that. I'm being nice. So I think it's that. But y'all got to remember the people that's in a position of power right now are still evil, including Donald Trump. These people are still evil. They still on that side. So they looking at this side like, hold on, too many of them gonna be on some Elon Musk type shit. Once all this stuff passes. So that's just my little theory, and I think that
Mm.
they trying to like really mentally get people out because they know that we all in profit. They know people that was holding before November of 2024 are all in profit right now, and they just want people to sell. They
And,
want
they,
people to sell.
and they're
They,
not gonna go back down to those levels. If they
no,
do, that'd be crazy. If they
That's
do it.
why, yeah. That's why when the chart people were saying XRP could go back under $1, I don't believe it. Like if it happens, cool. I'm not saying it can't happen. I just don't believe it'll happen because that's gonna allow too many people to get in and get an excessive amount of tokens, and which is the complete opposite with what I feel like that they don't want. So I just feel like we're in a position right now where they want people to sell. So them coming, think about it. They had until August 15th to talk about this. Judge Torres comes out on June 26th. They ain't never moved that quickly to tell y'all, yeah, it's denied. It's denied. We denying it. Bitch, no, you're not. What they want in the end, because all this shit is gonna happen simultaneously. They're gonna put this court case as well as market structure and the Genius Act all gonna be around the same time. We're not stupid. So it's like, but they know the XRP people that's just like tired and already, on the verge of selling, they trying to get them out. So I think it's a mental thing. I think
it's wild. Just like my man said, he said my sister want to sell her XRP because there ain't nothing happening and she got bills. I told her I lost my seed phrase.
Oh yeah.
She definitely don't know how this shit work because
somebody said she denied the old filings, not the new one. It's still the fact that they came out, because y'all know the headlines is gonna be Judge Torres denied the ruling. So y'all know how the headlines are gonna be. They still trying to mind fuck people. That's my whole point. The word deny and ripple in the same sentence is going to have people crashing out. Regardless, people will be crashing out. Like, all they need to see is Ripple versus SEC and denied, and they crashing out, gang.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah, they gonna crash out, gangy. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta really say on that. I think it's bullshit, to be honest. They trying to start us out. Yeah. They trying to start with you. If you know what's coming, before the August recess, and Trump want them bills on his desk, you good. You good.
Yeah.
You've been holding this long. You've been holding this long. You done came too far to give up now.
You gotta keep pushing, fam. You gotta keep pushing.
Yeah. So in other news.
Other news.
Other news.
What you pulling up?
I'm about to pull up some stuff right now. All right, so Barclay card. We'll go right into that.
Barclay.
Yeah.
Listen, Barclays on some bull-ish, fam. Not
another mental breakdown right here.
Listen, Barclays is a top institution in the world, right? UK, I think there's some over here in the United States for sure. So Barclays, the New York Net, the Brooklyn Nets, they play at the Barclays Center. So Barclay card makes money work for you unless you want to buy crypto, because it's banned. So what does that mean? So Barclays Bank has announced it will block customers from using a Barclay card, credit cards, to buy crypto starting tomorrow, June 27th. I wonder why they're going to block people starting tomorrow. The move was quietly confirmed in a newly updated frequently asked questions section on the bank's official website. So according to Barclays, the decision stems from concerns over consumer protection and repayment risk. The bank warned that the crypto price volatility could expose users to debts that they may not be able to manage. They mean what they can't manage, not what we can't manage, what they can't manage, right? The bank also pointed out that digital assets do not fall under the UK financial safeguards, and affected customers would have limited recourse if the transactions go wrong, right? And they explained that we're doing this because a fall in price of crypto assets could lead to customer finding themselves in debt they can't afford to repay. There's also no protection for crypto assets if something goes wrong with the purchase, as they're not covered by financial ombudsman service. I guess that's a financial service over there, and the financial services compensation scheme. So the move echoes a broader regulatory discussion in the UK, with the Financial Conduct Authority recently exploring ways to restrict crypto purchases made with borrowed funds. Damn, yo. So cats can't even use a credit card to get crypto over there, fam. That's a bigger problem to me. That sounds like a bigger problem, right? That's more than just buying some crypto.
It sounds like they shutting them out over there.
Yeah. They shut them out, and they realizing like, yo, these people are gonna buy, with the borrowed money, all this crypto that's potentially gonna go up in value. So like, yeah, I'm like, come on, fam. The regular, and they know that people just gonna keep on doing it. The regulator has highlighted the risk associated with leveraging credit to invest in high volatility assets, particularly for inexperienced retail investors. Barclays' decision, however, arrives just months after the bank disclosed $131 million stake in BlackRock's iShare Bitcoin Trust. So, who's being a hypocrite? This investment places Barclays among the growing list of institutions gaining exposure to spot Bitcoin ETFs in the United States. Meanwhile, the contrast between limiting customer access and expanding its crypto holding points to an emerging divide on how traditional financial institutions approach their crypto sector. While the new policy may protect users from risky borrowing practices, it could also encourage investors to use a non-traditional platform, right? Considering this, the industry analysts predict a growing demand for alternative on-ramps such as fintech applications and decentralized services that bypass conventional banking systems. So, fam, they're trying to discourage you across the board, fam, across the board. Between what you just said with the Judge Torres ruling and what I'm saying about Barclays right now, they are.
We got a breakdown for that ruling too. Go ahead. I'm
sorry. Fatigue you out, fam, and discourage.
Yeah, and they know everybody don't understand law because hell, I don't either. But we did get a little breakdown on the Torres ruling just to circle back real quick. I just see it on Telegram, but somebody on X broke this down. I don't know if it's correct. Like I said, I'm not into legal stuff, but it says a guidance ruling. So basically, it says a guidance ruling. So a guidance ruling is a type of judgment that the parties usually request when there's an existing or probable appeal in a higher court, and they want the judge to clarify whether he will change his previous decision if the case is returned to him. Okay, so basically they just submitted something to be like, okay, if we submit this, are you going to change your ruling or not? And basically Torres said no. So it says, in other words, Ripple and the SEC submitted a joint request asking Judge Torres, if the case comes back to you, is it possible to change your judgment? The judge replied, no, I will not change my decision. So there's no need to issue a guiding judgment. So that's pretty much what came out this morning from Eleanor, saying that they denied it. I mean, that Torres denied it. So that's pretty much, so she just denied the, like, yeah, if y'all asking me to change my ruling, I'm not. That's what that means. So, yeah, but I just think that they like to put it out because now they can put in the headlines that something got denied in this case to discourage people because it's still a mental thing. So I still think that they put it out there like that to discourage people and try and get people out their bags or get people. What they really want y'all to do, they really want y'all to move y'all money into that $107,000 Bitcoin so that you don't see the same profits, so that you don't see the same ROI. I don't think they really care about people investing. I think it's just, get out of XRP because it's, your return on investment gonna be too high. So yeah, go over here to Bitcoin and go buy Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana where you don't see the same return on investment. That's what I feel like it is.
Damn.
That's why they still pushing Bitcoin. That's why they pushing Bitcoin so hard. That's why they got niggas out here pushing it, trying to get people in Bitcoin, because you ain't gonna see the same return on investment. Think about it. If you buy Bitcoin right now, and Kurt made a good example this morning. You buy Bitcoin right now, you put $400 in it. Just for you to see a return on that, it would have to go to like 207,000 or whatever for you to even see another $200 on top of your 400.
Right. She was like, nah. Like, nah. She's like, nah, it don't make sense.
Like, no, this is not gonna work for me. Like, it's not a good strategy. Like, not a good strategy. Like, that's why I be saying, like, if you didn't get in Bitcoin at 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 or something, I don't see the point of getting in at this point. Like, what return? Like, whatever though, whatever. But yeah, that was the breakdown for the ruling. So it was just a guidance, and basically the judge is like, yeah, I'm not
like $5 million or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. So shout out to who put that in the Telegram. Shout out to, I think it was Woohoo in the Telegram. Thank you for putting that breakdown in there. Because that makes hella sense. Did we get another breakdown? Oh, okay. So we got another one. So I like this one better. They said Judge Torres basically said that the SEC said to the SEC, "You wanted it, you got it. Now deal with it." While also saying to Ripple, "If you want the case to end, then end it. The only thing stopping you is you." She's a tough cookie. Damn. But I guess Ripple want that injunction stuff. Is it an injunction or something? I forgot. It's something that they do want reversed. But yeah, basically the judge like y'all can either drag this out or y'all can end it. It's on y'all. Damn.
Yeah, this shit is like
She sounds like me.
this shit is just a game on top of another game.
I get where she's coming from though, logically, even though this is all theater. But just for the sake of conversation, I get where she's coming from because it's like y'all came in here aggressive. Y'all came in here pleading that this company was doing illegal dealings in the financial world. I gave you what you want, so deal with it. Now you got to deal with that. And then they telling Ripple like, Ripple, y'all wanted this case to end so bad. Here's your opportunity, so end it. The only thing stopping you was you.
Yeah, let's just end the shit, man.
Yeah, just end it.
Just be over. Just be done with it, fam. Be done with this shit. Shout out to Daniel with the super chat. It's psyop time. Protect your mental. We're in the 9th inning. Yo.
Yeah.
We ain't going no extra innings this time.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't going no extra innings. You know what I'm saying? If we do, then fam, we'll just meet that if we get there. But I don't think we're going no extra innings this time.
Yeah, that was it's over for it. We got a lot of supplies.
Especially with Trump saying what he said about, us being in a new era now.
Yeah. Appreciate you for putting this in the Telegram, Lavani. Appreciate you. I see your post in there. This is this is all theater game. Y'all keep your head straight, bro. Don't even worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even
Swivel.
Unless I come on here spazzing, like on some other shit, on some energy y'all ain't never seen before, we're fine. We're good. We're good. Stuart Arderly just tweeted what he say. Let's see what Stuart talking about.
Everybody.
What's Stuart talking about? Stuart, here he is. Stuart. Okay. With this, the ball is back in our court. The court gave us two options. Dismiss our appeal challenging the finding on historic institutional sales or press forward with the appeal. Stay tuned. Either way, XRP's legal status as not a security remains unchanged. In the meantime, it's business as usual. Okay, Stuart. So can y'all just end the fucking game? Just get over it, bro. Come on now, bro. So basically, yeah, Stewart is saying it's back in their court. Okay, so what the fuck y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Go ahead and have a meeting and let's get this over with because this is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, so we can move on from that. Since we know what the fuck going on now. So everybody get it? Everybody good? Thumbs up in the chat. Y'all good? Y'all good? Everybody got a firm understanding of what's going on with the case? So that when y'all see the FUD posts and the FUD articles later, y'all ain't gonna panic and hit me and D up asking, do y'all need to sell or convert it to a different asset? Y'all not gonna hit me and D up, right? Y'all good? Thumbs up in the chat if you good.
We good.
Y'all ain't gonna hit us up panicking like, oh my god, what's going on? Y'all good, right?
Well, that's happened before. Happened before.
Yeah.
I remember.
Everybody good. Thumbs up in the chat if you good. Thumbs up in the chat if you good. If you understand what's going on. So when y'all see the FUD articles later, y'all not panicking, right? Thumbs up in the chat.
Just remember, y'all still, a lot of y'all still good. A lot of y'all still in profit from 50 cent range, fam. So
see it said, no, I'm gonna hit y'all up and I'm gonna block the hell out you, see it. See it, I'll block your number so fast you hit me up on some crazy stuff. Garden Doc said he good. All right, so everybody straight. All right, cool. Everybody straight. All right, cool. Y'all straight over here on YouTube. Everybody get what's going on. If you don't know and you came in late, let me know so we can read it one more time. I got one more time in me to read it before me and D move on. Everybody good, right?
Everybody straight.
30 plus BZ said don't know. You don't know like what's going on with the case, or you just don't know what's going on in general. Somebody else said I was late. I was like, all right, who else was late? I've been good since 2019. I know that's right, Fabian. I love it. The case. Okay, I got you. We'll go over it one more time. So, hold on, let me take this phone off charger. I got y'all. Sorry. One more time. For the people that just one more again. All right, make sure y'all listening because I ain't this is my last time saying it. So this is what happened. Judge Torres put out her statement. So Judge Torres denied the Ripple and the SEC joint motion for an indicative ruling. Okay, so basically what that is the breakdown is that it's a guidance ruling. It's so basically what that is a type of judgment that the parties usually request when there is an existing or probable appeal in a higher court, and they want the judge to clarify whether he will change his previous decision if the case is returned to him. So in other words, Ripple and the SEC submitted a joint request asking Judge Torres, if the case comes back to you, is it possible to change your judgment? The judge replied, no, I will not change my decision, so there is no need to issue guiding judgment. So basically, the ball is just back in Ripple's court. Basically, Torres is saying to the SEC that you wanted this, you got it, now deal with it, while also telling Ripple, if you want the case to end, then end it. The only thing stopping you is you. So pretty much, and then Stuart Alderley, one of the lawyers for Ripple, just came out and said that the ball is back in their court. So basically, they gave them two options: dismiss the appeal, challenging the finding on historic institutional sales, or press forward with the appeal. So that's their two options. So they either got to press forward with the appeal or dismiss the appeal that they challenging. So pretty much, Ripple got to make a decision on what they're gonna do. Y'all got it? So it's not nothing to be like, oh my God, Ripple lost the case or something like that. Like, no, XRP is still not a security. Y'all got it? Thumbs up.
All right. Y'all should. She ain't gonna say it again anyway, so I don't know why you asking. I don't know why you asking. she said she'll have one more time better.
All right, bet. All right, everybody good. All right, cool. Love to see it. All right, so the next article, we're gonna talk about this mortgage thing. The U.S. adopts crypto and mortgage risk as Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac update asset models. So this was a big deal. Let me actually pull up. Shout out to Mr. Man on X because I liked his breakdown that he put out yesterday about this. So the U.S. government just took a big step toward recognizing cryptocurrency as a real financial asset in the housing market. This is huge. It says Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are now being told they must begin treating crypto like cash or stocks when assessing whether someone qualifies for a mortgage. Until now, home buyers had to convert crypto to US dollars before it could count in their favor. That's no longer the case. This move allows people who hold regulated digital assets like Bitcoin or Ethereum on approved US exchanges to use that wealth when applying for a home loan. It's part of a bigger shift toward blending digital finance into traditional systems, and it signals that crypto is no longer fringe, it's entering the mainstream economy through the front door of American home ownership. This is huge. So basically, the banks is finna be like, hold on, you got Ethereum, you got XRP, how much you got? Okay, approve it.
You good.
You good. Credit score 547. You good.
You straight. You straight.
Basically, they saying like, yeah, you got enough, you know what I'm saying, cash flow. You good. Like, you got enough cash on hand. Approved.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be like though.
Niggas gonna be coming in there with a 547, but they whole goddamn whole bunch of Solana or something. Mm-hmm. They got $3 million worth of Solana, and the bank basically like, okay, approved. Mm-hmm. 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 Love to see it. So yeah, this is just showing y'all like, yo, it's going mainstream. Crypto is going mainstream. It's not going nowhere. So people that's like skeptical about getting into crypto, you're like, this literally could give you a leg up in life. Like if you got fucked up credit and you can't get no house and shit, and you just got too much shit fucked up on you, basically if you got crypto, that could reverse that whole transaction. But you bullshitting though, so you know, enjoy bullshitting. Crypto could literally change your whole life. And y'all over there Oh my God, I don't know. It's so volatile. It's such a speculative asset. I just don't know if I want to get involved. Okay. Enjoy traditional finance because that shit whack as fuck.
Nah. I mean, shit, fam. It's yeah. Why you bullshit? Like Sugar Free said. Why you bullshit?
Yo, it gets no bigger than this, but I'll go over this article real quick about Fannie Mae and them.
Okay.
But yeah, it says here that the U.S. Federal Housing Finance Agency ordered on June 25th that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac treat cryptocurrency reserves as eligible assets when they measure risk on single-family mortgage loans, effective immediately. So not sometime this year, not in a couple months, effective immediately. So they want that bread. That's how you know the economy bad. They want that bread. They like, yeah, them people in crypto got money. Go ahead and approve them. They got the money. So they said the two government-sponsored enterprises must draft plans that show how they would recognize borrower crypto holdings without first converting the coins to dollars. So strict collateral rules and board oversight. So I'm not finna butcher this name, but somebody named Pulte or something like that signed directive instructs each enterprise to limit recognition to cryptocurrency that sits in wallets controlled by U.S. regulated centralized exchanges. So long as you're using a U.S. regulated exchange, you're good. So that's like Coinbase, probably. Who else? Who else is regulated? Coinbase.
Coinbase. What's the other one?
Fucking Coinbase, bitch ass niggas.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I know Coinbase went up. Shit, I don't feel like thinking about it right now.
Yeah.
The order also requires the enterprises to add risk mitigants that account for market volatility and to keep reserve ratios that reflect the share of collateral held in digital assets. We are so good for those that are holding the ISO assets because we know that they only go up from here, especially if you got in mad early. Bro, you're good because your assets, you're forever in profit because you got in early. Do y'all know how crazy that is? That is crazy because you got in so early that and they know you're not gonna lose no money. So you're definitely gonna get approved for a loan just off your crypto alone. So it's like I ain't saying fuck your credit score, but I am kind of saying fuck your credit score. Because if you got these ISO assets and once they start appreciating in price, they already know you're not going backwards because you forever in profit. You got in mad early. That's crazy.
Just don't mess that up.
That's why I said don't fuck this up. Sitting here selling, getting mad because George Torres said she denied something. Because that's what's gonna happen.
Y'all can't mess this up.
Yeah. So y'all see the opportunity here. Yeah, I'm not reading all this. But yeah, I just wanted y'all to see that the U.S. is adopting crypto and mortgage in the real estate industry. So it's real. It's getting real now. That's $39 trillion industry?
Trillions. It's in the T's. Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's even more than that, man. Like some days 30 trillion, 40 trillion. You know what I mean? Just do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. What you gotta do so I can get my piece, you can get your piece, and everybody here can get their piece. You know what I mean? Sure. Move this shit around.
All right, you got the Kraken article right there.
Yeah. Let's talk about Kraken. All right. So Kraken secures Mica license or Mica, whatever, how you pronounce it, Mica, via Central Bank of Ireland to ensure EU operations continue. So Kraken, I'm waiting any day now. They could go public, yo. Any day now. Kraken has become the first major global crypto exchange to secure a full markets in crypto assets license, MiCA, right, through the Central Bank of Ireland, enabling the company to offer regulated digital asset services across all 30 European Economic Area countries, right? So across all 30 EEA countries. The license granted today positions Kraken ahead of the EU's year-end MiCA compliance deadline for crypto asset service providers. The license grants authorization for 7 regulated crypto activities under MiCA, including custody, trading, portfolio management, and payments. It folds Kraken's existing virtual asset service provider registrations in France, Italy, Spain, the Netherlands under a single regulatory umbrella. So France, Italy, Spain, the Netherlands, and probably more going forward. So per Kraken's announcement, the approval establishes the firm's legal basis to continue operating across the block amid MiCA's provisions on crypto exchanges. So MiCA, enacted in June of 2023, establishes the EU's first comprehensive regulatory framework for digital assets. So it provides a unified set of rules replacing 27 national systems, right? While the stablecoin provisions took effect June 30th, 2024, so last June, core exchange and custodial rules became binding at the end of the last year, right? So crypto firms that failed to obtain authorization faced a sunset period through 2026, July of 2026, depending on local transpositions. And then it talks about Kraken's license arrives just days after Coinbase secured its own MiCA license, etc. And their business already accounts for 25% of the global spot volume. And back in 2024, they phased out 5 stablecoins, including Tether, from the EEA users to preemptively align Kraken's offerings with MiCA stablecoin rules, right? Because they was like, yo, Tether, get up out of here. And I think you had some news on Tether as well, right? Of delisting.
Yeah, I believe it's July 1st. They're getting
Right.
delisted.
Right. So, and then they talk about, just how Kraken is just becoming a major player for the rest of the article. So the firm's co-CEO Arjun Sethi said that the license affirms Kraken's commitment to build for the long term, adding that it places us in a strong position to expand our product offering, right? So they're telling you, they give you every indication. That's why it's like you can't be fudded out now. All these banks, if you're paying attention to what's not going on just in the United States, but if you're paying attention to what's going on in the UK, EU region, right? If you're paying attention to what's going on in the eastern part of the world, in Singapore, China, Japan, right? If you're paying attention to what's going on in Australia, like all these different regions with these central banks and all these institutions, you should have no doubt where we're going. No doubt at all. They are applying for licenses every single day. I told you, I literally saw the Kraken ad, and on the Kraken ad, they literally scrolled up to XRP on purpose on the Kraken ad when I was watching when I was on HBO Max or whatever.
Yep. It's getting real. Like that's why I said with everything happening, we've never been closer to everything happening, because the banks now have the green light. Y'all have to take that into account. They're clearing the road. Now we got the mortgage companies getting involved. Like, what more? Real estate? Come on now. What more do y'all need to see for you to realize that you need to be getting involved in this asset class? So Kraken gonna be one of them ones. I definitely know they're gonna be a bank. They're gonna be a huge bank soon too. Wait,
Yep.
just wait. In the next 3 to 5 years, Kraken gonna be in everybody's face.
Yep. If not sooner than that, shit.
Yeah, if not sooner than that.
Rolling now. Listen, life is just gonna be different. Before 2030 hit, life is just gonna be different. So just prepare your mind now. Prepare your mind now, because whenever I see some of these CEOs and these big wigs from all these different companies talking about, like, yeah, things are dramatically going to change very soon. It's going to hit people like a ton of bricks, man. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Most people, not y'all, because y'all already on.
No, for sure. So the next thing we got, just making sure this one. Okay. Yeah, Battle of Wheels on the Hill, crypto bills spark GOP and industry divide. So yeah, this came from, of course, this is Eleanor Crypto in America. This is her little site. But it says here that a power struggle is unfolding on Capitol Hill over how to move forward with crypto legislation as the House and Senate Republicans and the industry itself debate whether to pass key bills separately or as a package. So this is what we've been talking about. I just kind of, I like giving y'all the regulations update, because at the end of the day, this is what we need to pass so we can move forward. So this Ripple case can end. We need law. So we're going to update y'all on the law every single day. All that other shit in crypto, not to say I don't give a fuck about it, but this is the most important part to me outside of DeFi. anything dealing with DeFi, this is the most important part, is we need law. So
Mhm.
I would definitely listen up right here. So basically they're debating whether to pass key bills separately or as a package. It says the House received the Genius Act on Monday afternoon following its Senate passage last week, but it remains unclear whether lawmakers will move it as a standalone bill or package it with the House's market structure text and send it back to the Senate for changes. House Majority Tom Emmer told Punchbowl News on Tuesday that the Genius Act has a path in the House so long as it's accompanied by the Clarity Act, referring to the House's market structure legislation. Majority Leader Steve Scales, I think I'm saying his name right, echoed that sentiment, telling CNBC that combining the two bills is what the industry wants. So they know that's what we want. Are they gonna give us what we want? I don't think so. We're gonna see if they package it. I'm gonna be shocked. I really am, because they don't ever give us what we want. But the industry isn't unified on that approach. It says a small but influential camp said to include firms like Coinbase and venture capital giant is pushing for the bills to pass as a package, viewing it as the only valuable political path to getting market structure done this year. Others, particularly in the DeFi community, favor securing a quick win by passing the Genius Act first, then tackling market structure reforms afterward. It says the Genius Act is a strong bill and would provide much needed regulatory clarity on stablecoins. And this was the executive director and chief legal officer of the DeFi Education Fund. It says we should get the Genius Act passed as soon as possible and continue constructive conversations to move market structure legislation forward. Turning up the heat on law, because this is where I'm at. Before we keep going, if putting them together is going to slow this down, then just go ahead and pass the Genius Act. That's where I'm standing. Because if it's going to take longer because they want to package it and this is going to like push it back, then I don't want that. Just at least pass the Genius Act so we can at least.
they gonna do every damn thing to delay this shit, boy. Damn.
Because I just feel like they're trying to put it together, going to delay it, and I don't want it. I don't want it.
Maybe we should put it together so we can
delay
what
it
they
more.
doing.
And that way we have a reason why it's taking us so long to get this done. Like, no, fuck that. Go ahead and pass the Genius Act. If it's already at the House and y'all just need to vote on it to get it to Trump desk, please go ahead and do that. Please. Because y'all don't need to slow this down. This damn stablecoin bill, like I keep telling y'all, should have been signed by Joe Biden last year.
Yeah.
So we are completely off target right now. So yeah, please go ahead and just pass it. If putting it together gonna take too long, just at least get the Genius Act passed and let's go ahead and get that market structure bill done. But I'll continue. It says the Genius Act is a strong bill and will provide much needed regulatory clarity on stablecoins. And then it goes on and says we should get the Genius Act. Oh no, I'm sorry, I already read it. Sorry. Turning up the heat on lawmakers, President Trump took to Truth Social last week, urging the House to pass a clean Genius Act at lightning speed with no delays and no add-ons. That is what the president asked for. So it says two Capitol Hill sources tell Crypto in America that there's been mounting pressure this week from the House on House Republicans to follow Trump's directive, regardless of whether lawmakers believe another approach might make more sense. It says the White House has not yet responded to Crypto in America's request for comment. Meanwhile, the Senate is also weighing in the wake of the Banking Committee's release of its own market structure principles, which differ in parts from the House's version. Senator Bill Hagerty tweeted Tuesday night that he, along with Senators Tim Scott and Cynthia Lummis, is working with GOP colleagues to advance market structure legislation as the House prepares to send the Genius Act to President Trump's desk. The message suggested alignment around passing Genius as a standalone bill first. Still, it's unclear whether all of those senators are on the same page. It says the House is going to need to do what they think is best. And this was Loomis who led Tuesday's subcommittee hearing on the Senate's market structure principles. There's a divergence of opinion even within the industry. So yeah, like I said, if y'all need to pass the Genius Act as a standalone bill first, please do. Let's just get it passed. Like, goddamn.
Get it passed. Let's get it going.
Tired of bickering with these people. I can't wait till this shit is over with, so I ain't got to keep up with these dumbass people because I don't like politicians. I don't give a fuck about these people. I can't wait till this get passed, so I ain't got to be having to read and see these people on my damn timeline because I'm sick of seeing Cynthia ugly ass. I'm sorry, I'm just tired of looking at these people. Please go ahead and get this goddamn bill passed. If I see Cynthia ass one more goddamn time, I'm tired of seeing Maxine. I'm just tired of looking at these people. For real. Just go ahead and get the damn bill passed. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sick of looking at them, bro. Like, I'm like, damn. You gotta go to these people's pages to see what the fuck is going on, to see what is taking so long. And all Cynthia doing is talking. Bitch talks more than she work. Bitch, go work. Get this done. What is taking you so long? God damn. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna pull up Cynthia a little. I'm sorry, y'all know I'm very blunt. I don't care, bro. I'm tired at this point because they on bullshit. I can't stand bullshit. Hold on, get my full
Crazy, bro.
They lucky I'm not a reporter.
Yo, you was crazy, bro.
They lucky I'm not a reporter gang. I'll be in that motherfucker like, all right, how much talking is y'all finna do? Can y'all go ahead and work? And
bro, come on, fam. Let's go.
Much, bro. I've never seen human beings talk. So this is like getting ready to fight somebody.
Sitting around talking about a whole bunch of nothing, fam.
A bunch of nothing. Like this is like, oh, we gonna fight. We've been talking about fighting for 6 months. We get face to face and we still talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you. Yeah,
it's on site, nigga. It's on site. All right, we on site now, and it's like, all right, yeah, on site, nigga. Like they talk too much, gang. I can't do it, gang.
Yeah, ain't nothing.
It's so yeah. We got this. I got this clip right here from Cynthia. Let's play.
Yeah, your girl.
Cynthia, one more talking.
The Genius Act. Now, I'm not saying combine them.
I'm not saying combine them. Okay, hold on. Let me start it over.
She wasn't that crazy. Will she?
She is ugly, bro.
I think
I forget what she looks like.
The state of the Genius Act. What needs to be done to get it to pass in the House at this point?
Well, they also have put out legislation, and the House has done a great job of producing some market structure legislation to come out of the Banking Committee or the Financial Services Committee, as well as stablecoin legislation. And then the House Ag Committee has put out commodities legislation. So they're really ahead of us in terms of their committee work. We're ahead of them in the fact that we have passed through the Senate the Genius Act, which is focused on stablecoins. And so I hope now that they're comparing the stablecoin legislation that their Financial Services Committee passed to the Genius Act, and we can work together to figure out a path forward for both market structure and the Genius Act. Now, I'm not saying combine them, but they both need to pass this year. I know that there is enthusiasm at the White House for having the Congress send them a win in the area of stablecoins. And I'm very confident that the Genius Act that we worked so hard to get past the Senate is a high quality product that is worthy of the president's signature.
Yeah.
Anyway, talking.
And you know one thing I noticed? When they always show, like Bitcoin, they always show Bitcoin, Ethereum, and what? XRP. If XRP wasn't nothing, why would they keep showing it on CNBC News? Why would they keep showing it on Fox News? Why would they keep showing it on the outlets of the current price if it wasn't that big of a deal?
Because it's theater. They gotta show you. This is where we are, y'all. This is where we are. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. They're talking so much. I can't stand it. I really can't
keep showing that shit, man.
Like they talking so much, gang.
And it's, if it's not doing nothing, if it's just sitting there at $2, why they keep showing you that $2 asset next to Ethereum and Bitcoin? Why?
Right, because they got to show you. They got to show you. So, but yeah, I just wanted y'all to see that Cynthia's still talking. But she did say that she wants that this stuff has to get passed this year. So we'll keep updating y'all. But yeah, what we're waiting on now is the House to vote on the Genius Act. and get that bill passed, and then I guess they're gonna go straight to the market. They need to be doing it right now. I want it to be simultaneous, but like I said, y'all, I don't want that to hold it back. So if they got to do a standalone bill, baby, let's do a standalone bill. We gonna do
whatever.
whatever
Together.
It's
I mean, but if it's together, then if it's gonna take longer, like just do it separately. You know, do part 1, part 2. Sometimes we have classes, we do part 1, then we do part 2, right? Like it's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? Not that hard. Sometimes when they even when they do movies, they film both parts together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even on Netflix, they give you all the episodes the same day for one season, right? Or did they start splitting that shit up now? Don't they give you all the episodes in one day? Like if a show comes
out? Sometimes they do. It just depends.
Oh, they start splitting that shit up. Oh,
yeah. Oh, this is funny. Senator Loomis just compared passing the Genius Act to giving dry birth to a porcupine. She was basically trying to say that's how hard it was. Dry birth to a porcupine is crazy. But yeah, they doing I guess it's a hearing right now with Tim Scott and Loomis and Bo Hines. They're for a discussion on the senator's recently released principles for digital asset market structure legislation. So that's actually going on right now. This is live on X. So Tim Scott talking right now.
Reward points. It's because what we recognize is that what we want are two high functioning systems that will at some point, I think, blend together on behalf of the American consumer. And so I think you have to continue to hear from all stakeholders, not just some who are the most innovative part of our economy, but those who have built the foundation for the economy. So weaving those two together requires us to spend time listening to the priorities that both talk about and finding a way to synergize them. And I think the Genius Act reflects that.
Well,
I don't get it. Like, how many questions are y'all gonna ask regarding the same topic y'all been asking questions on for the last 6 months? Like, we've been talking about this all year.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there's a debate on timeline. They were looking for a timeline, which is why we're sitting here today and discussing that, and we're super thankful for the senators putting that forth. I'm going to echo the president's statement, which is very clear and articulate. He wants them to move on Genius immediately and put it on his desk, and we can have a great big signing ceremony over at the White House. I'll say
he
this.
Said market structure too.
Genius,
I thought
if you look at the
both.
renditions and everything it went through, actually became much more closer aligned to what you saw in the Staples Act in the House throughout the process. And I think that was, efforts of good faith on this side to bring the bills together in a way that could expedite the timeline to get this thing done. And that's, certainly led us to take the position that we have today, which we think this is an amazing piece of legislation, like I said earlier, that revolutionizes the financial system. That's at our fingertips. Let's get it signed. Let's move on to market structure and do it expeditiously, which the senators have committed to do today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's expedite it then, Bo Hines and Tim. Expedite the shit then. The fuck is y'all waiting for? Y'all supposed to be senators and shit. Get the shit done.
She'll be waiting for that tap on the shoulder.
Yeah, Tim with his smirking ass. He better be glad I ain't related to him. He from South Carolina too. Tim Scott. Let me see here. Tim
From South Carolina.
He better be glad I ain't his niece. I blow that nigga phone up every day. When they pass me.
My people's over there in Greenville and Charleston. Pull up, fam. Pull up.
Man, this is bullish though, y'all. I ain't never been so bullish in my life. See, look, the headlines are already starting. I'm sorry, I had to scroll while I was on here with y'all. The headlines already starting. Torres denies Ripple and SEC attempt to undo the judgment. See what I'm saying? That's why y'all got to be on the lives. I live in Greenville. Tim Scott. Shout out Greenville. Tim Scott.
Out of Greenville.
Is you some kin to Tim? Look, is you some kin to Tim? Y'all need to hit that nigga up, ask him what the hell going on. When is they gonna do this shit? Because I know we know.
Y'all can pull up. See us. We got to write to him. We just get some bullshit.
Right. We gotta write letters.
Y'all can pull up. Y'all right in the vicinity. People in what we got over there? Greenville, Charleston. It's the other area over there.
Yeah, we definitely get to the finish line. Crypto Gambino. July 1st, Basel 3. July 14th, ISO goes live. Just need Genius and Clarity Act to pass before August. Yep. I'm just reading some comments before we get off. Trying to tell people subliminally. Yep. Still holding XPR. Ripple case will drop during some event to distract masses. I feel like the old look over here at, and then bam, we go to double digits fast and out of reach for the average Joe to purchase. Yup. Let's see.
That's a fact.
What do you guys make a year? I want to know. I'm a student. Oh, okay. I ain't telling you. Fuck. You don't never ask nobody how much they make.
Feds is watching, fam.
Right.
You know?
Real gangy. Like, and that in 101, don't ask nobody how much they make. Yeah, Daniel said crypto saving the real estate market. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, y'all. Other than that, that's just really the updates we have for right now. I am looking forward to that Basel 3 date on July 1st. We gotta keep an eye on July 1st too, which is Monday. So that's gonna be crazy.
Monday.
Toya said when they released the Diddy outcome. Ooh.
I forgot that shit was still even going on, fam. Yo, man, this is how out of the loop I'm in with certain things. The draft was last night.
I didn't even watch it. I knew Cooper Flag was going number one, so there was no point in watching it.
I forgot. They said homeboy that didn't do no workouts. He went to Utah. He didn't do no workouts for no teams, and he went to Utah. He was mad as shit too. I seen the clip. He was mad as shit.
That's what he get. Why the fuck would you not go to workout? Niggas see that's that cocky shit. Anyway.
Entitlement. We talked about that. Entitlement.
Yeah, niggas is crazy, bro. But yeah, y'all. Other than that, yeah. So we'll just keep going with the updates. Like Crypto Gambino said, we just need the Genius and the Clarity Act to pass before August. So we'll see if what Bohan's just said, we're gonna put it together and we can get this done quicker because it will make more sense. So we can expedite this process. Or if it's gonna be a standalone bill, y'all already know we keeping up with it. So make sure y'all be in the lives. Also, we got a class coming up. Since we know all this is getting ready to transpire and all this stuff got to be done by August, we do have a class coming up on June 29th, Digital Banking Made Simple. So that way you can learn how to bank with your digital assets. You can earn yield, all that good stuff. Y'all need to learn all that stuff because DeFi is the heart of crypto. So you want to be making, your money needs to be making money for you. So make sure y'all get in that class. The link is in the bio for that. D's doing an insurance call today. Make sure y'all hop on that insurance call. Y'all need to be shopping around. Traditional finance is over. Y'all have to get out of that mentality with traditional finance and playing it safe and all that bullshit that boomers was on. No disrespect, but the way the boomers did finance is over. It's a new way to do finance now. Y'all need to be shopping around. Y'all need to be looking into IULs. Y'all need to be learning about DeFi and how to make your money make money for you because we're in a whole new system now. Traditional finance is over. So please rewire your thinking. Shop around, get on that call with D at 4. Oh, what time is that? 4?
Yeah, it's at 4. Yep, 4 Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, yeah, 4.
That's a free call too. This is a free call.
Yeah, free call. So that's 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all get in that class for digital assets. I can't stress that anymore. Just so we can show y'all a couple of protocols to look into. It's not financial advice, but we're just showing y'all where people are making money in seconds, making money in their sleep. Really off of their assets. So yield on yield. That's the type of time we on. We not going broke over here. You know what I'm saying? Don't become a millionaire and be broke in 5 years like these athletes. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Don't be like these NBA and NFL niggas. They get these big ass contracts and then 5 years upon retirement, them niggas broke. All right.
Too many examples. Too many examples.
So y'all just play it smart. But other than that, that's it. We'll see y'all.